Everyone, it's Monday again, and I'm going to share with you something today, a quick and inexpensive gift to make. These are frames. Here, let me show you how they started out life. They started out life from, a craft store like Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, any of those places like that. And it's just a little frame, and they come in different editions, like this one has a heart opening and it's long, and this one is more square. And they have a little post that comes with them, and you just stick that in that hole, and that's how your frame stands up. So there's a whole lot you can do with these. You can do just a little, or you can do a lot. Let me, there. Well, okay, that's not going to work. Anyway, I'm trying not to lose the little post there. I'm just going to go ahead and tape it on there. Okay, so now I won't lose it. So anyway, this is what I did with some of them. The inspiration for this came from an article in a painting magazine, and I was going to find it and show it to you. The magazine's no longer being published. It's not that old. It's just that in September we lost the rest of our painting magazines. The publishers went out of business, so. If I can find it, maybe I'll be able to post the name of it, so maybe you could find it on eBay or something. But anyway, you really don't need it. All you need is just an idea. So the idea for this one was the birds. And so there's this one, and then this one. Same idea, completely different looking frame. And then I made this one. I did it pretty close to the way that she described, but a little bit of a variation as well. So, and I'll get a better picture of this for you. It says, "This is a happy life." Up here, I've got some rub-ons. What does that say? Life documented. This one is unconditional. This one is remember the feeling. So a lot of stuff. And this is made with distressed glitter and some decoupage medium. I think I used, trying to think. Anyway, I will find the instructions for this one and post a link for you because they are posted online. And then you can make your own. But my point is that it's really easy to do this. These are, I think they were $1, $1.50, something like that. I use decoupage matte medium. The matte is my favorite. They have one that's more of a glossy. I use Tim Holtz tissues. There are several different types, but I've got this one out right now. It's the one that's called Mélange. And quite easy. You just want to tear pieces of it. You don't have to prepare the wood at all. You just use it as is. So you want to tear it up. And you want to be able to get the lid off of your matte medium before you start the movie. Brush. One that's kind of a scruffy brush that you don't really need a smooth edge on. Let's see if I can find one of those behind me. Okay, so here's a big old brush, and it's preferable to wet the bristles before you ever start anything. So I'm just going to dip that in my water bucket, and then I'm just going to wipe it off, the excess water off of it. Now my bristles are damp, and they accept the medium a lot easier. So I'm just going to dip, and I'm going to apply this medium first to the surface. I'm going to lay my piece of tissue paper down, and then I'm going to brush back over top of that paper to seal it on to my surface. You don't have to worry about, like right here, it's over there into the hole. You can tear that off now if you want to, but you can also wait until it's dry, and it's a lot easier to tear off. So I've got that piece. Now I'm just going to put another piece just anywhere. You can overlap them or not. Doesn't matter. You just keep applying this medium, the decoupage medium, underneath and over top. Here's another piece. I think I'll put that piece like that. So you put it first. You put it under. Let's go that way and overlap a little bit, and then you put it over. You don't have to really glop it on, but you have to use enough to where it'll stick it down. Okay, so we've got that going so far. Let's get some of this butterfly. And you do want to tear, you don't want to cut, because it's a lot easier to adhere the rough edges than it is to adhere the straight edges. It lays down better, it accepts the medium better, and it gives you a better look. So let's put that right there. This goes on a little milky, but it's going to dry completely clear. Okay, and then what you've got sticking out, if you want to tear it off and use it somewhere else, you can also do that. Well, I didn't want to tear all of that off. Hang on, let me put it back, this part back on. Easily done. Okay, so I got this piece. And I'm just dipping right out of the bottle. I'll just stick that right there. So you want to do everything in a haphazard, random way. Okay? So that's what you do. Then you let that dry. Or you can help it along with a heat gun. But you do want it to be very, very dry. Okay, so I put my heat gun on this area for a little bit, and it's pretty dry. It probably could dry some more, dry a little longer, but it's okay. And now you can do anything you want to this. You can put paint on it. You can put inks on it, spray inks. You can stencil. Let's stencil a little bit of glitter on. Let's go with, see, I like peacock feathers. And let's put a little bit of pumice stone. That looks like silver. And what else? Oh, let me think. What have I got? Well, let's try some mustard seed. Okay, so we got blue and yellow and silver. So let's try that. I want to pull down a stencil. You can use any stencils you like on this. My favorite are the Tim Holtz stencils, layering stencils. And let's use this one. This one is the Gothic. It's quite detailed. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to again use this decoupage medium, and I'm going to go right over that stencil. And you will want to clean this stencil ASAP after you do this. So I'm going to pick it straight up. I have my medium there. And now I'm going to pour my glitter on. I want to have a piece of paper underneath. I usually use a coffee stencil, but I think a piece of paper would catch it better right this time since it's a larger surface. So I'm just going to pour on some of my glitter. Now, these glitters are mixing up together, so when I pour them off, they're going to kind of mix together, so you don't want to, you might want to be a little bit conservative in how much you pour there, because you won't be able to put it back in each bottle. So I'm just going to lift that up, and there I have some where my glitter stays. I'm going to pounce it down, and when that dries, then the excess glitter will shake off. Right now I can't really do it because it's wet. So there's one way to add some color and some texture. And you can, like I said, you can use ink on it. Let's get some of, let's see, I've got some Distress Spray Stain, and I've got some Diane Reevely's Delusions ink spray. This is Calypso Teal. Let's see. Let's add a little bit of that on there. Now you can cover this entire wood frame with the tissue paper, and then everything is on top of the tissue paper. What I'm doing is I'm putting a few things here just on the wood, and then when that dries, I'm going to go ahead and layer some more tissue paper over top of it. So I'm picking up what's loose, and it's on my paper towel, so, you know, I don't want to waste any. So I'm just going to push my paper towel kind of all over on my fingers. And then I'm going to take some water, and I'm going to spray a little bit, because this will cause those inks to move. Now again, you need to be doing this on a dry surface where your matte medium has already dried and your tissue paper is stuck down. Alright, and let's open this Distress Spray Stain and use a little bit of it. Now I'm kind of making this up as I go along, as you can tell. I didn't really start out knowing what I was going to do with this. So let's, this is antique bronzed, so it's got some metallic in it. Okay, so we've got that going. And we've still got some ink running, which is cool. I like that idea. Well, of course, this part is just the back of the frame that it comes out, but like that. But we've got it running here, and you can put your frame, you know, in different ways and let that run. I think I'm also going to put some white on here. It's Delusions White Linen Spray. Spray some white on. Now I think I'm a little bit clogged. There we go. Okay, and come back to our paper towel, and you can blot a little. That's not really showing up like I want it to, so I'm going to open the lid, and I'm just going to do some drips. And So I'm seeing that I need to wait until all of this other ink dries, because it's just kind of soaking up and blending in, and it's not sitting on top of it like I want it to. So some Picket Fence by Tim Holtz spray stain or paint would probably do the job I want it to do. But so I think I'm going to stop here and let this dry, and then I'll probably go back over it with some more tissue paper in some of these other areas and let what I've already got there shine through. I will probably at the end go around the edges with one of the Distress inks to give that some dimension as well. So I will put some photographs on there for you, and I would really urge you to try this. You get inky, yucky fingers, and you get a very unique, inexpensive gift that people will love. And you put your favorite photo in there, and it's going to be a gift that people are going to love for a long time. So I hope you have a really good week. Have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week.